All right. You think the wind noise will be too much?
I don't think so.
Let me make sure we're both in it. All right, there we go. Okay.
Ready?
Hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Welcome back.
Here we go.
We do not. Oh no, I'm Nate.
I'm Giovanna. We're your favorite resellers in Las Vegas. And we're going to do a video about how reselling works for us, what we do, how we got here, kind of like a autobiographical little blurb, and how we work together married.
Yep. How we came to this, yeah. When we started.
How it all worked.
How it all worked together, and what challenges we faced.
Yeah.
Being a married couple and reselling and working together.
I have some notes down here, so I'm not texting and being rude. I'm looking at our notes.
Let's see. So it's 2025. Giovanna started reselling in 16.
Yeah, right?
16, a little bit, just on Posh.
Yeah.
And
I kind of I bought and sold things on Posh for a while, but not with
steady,
like intent.
Yeah. No.
And so 16 is when we started.
Yeah. And you faced all those the challenges that everybody faces with the death pile and the over shopping and
losing things,
right, and
how to ship,
the going to the bins, getting all that stuff, and that's the best part. And you get these huge hauls, amazing stuff,
right?
Name brand stuff, and then you're like, I just want to go back.
I know.
So you would call me at work and be like, this is before I quit my job.
Yeah.
And she would, and I'd be, hey, what's going on? She want to stop by the thrift store, and then I'm going to go to my next appointment. So she would do like a makeup job, run to the thrift store, go to the bins, get a bunch. This is when we lived in Oregon,
right?
Too. So the things you faced at the beginning, I did was not much help. I was too worried about my own job and my own stress, and
I don't remember a lot of those things either.
Like the packaging up of stuff,
taking things to the post,
post office, shopping at the one, yep. And then you killed it during the pandemic, like every reseller did.
Right.
And we did really good. We were able to save money, and it was great. I mean, I didn't lose my job during the pandemic at all, which was great. So that was a blessing.
Makeup obviously was not a priority during the pandemic. So I'm grateful that we had reselling that I could kind of dive into 100%.
Right. So how did you handle, like one of the things I think people think about a lot is like they get too much stuff and then they don't know what to do with it. I do it. Yes. And I don't even grab that much stuff, but I have a bunch of stuff inside that, I look at and go, why did I pick this up?
I know.
And then it's like,
sometimes
I list it because we already have it instead of throwing it away. Because I didn't just bring it home to throw it away. Right. So how did you overcome that and get to the rock star status you are now?
Well, it's hard.
Granted, 9 years.
The bins are fun.
Yes,
right?
Yep.
And like once you get, like first time I went to the bins, I despised it. But then like a couple times in, you start to find cool shit. And you're like,
right. I was so overwhelmed too when I would go with you.
So overwhelmed. Yep. It's loud. It's dirty. It's chaos.
Yep.
People are
rude.
Yep. It's just
doesn't matter where you go either.
That you don't know that there are rules.
Yeah, like the waiting in
lines and waiting for the bin.
Okay, so sorry.
Anyway,
yeah.
So in the beginning, I would go by myself. Occasionally, it would come towards the middle to the end. I would just get a whole bunch of stuff. I would be there for like hours.
Yep.
And
it was great because it was only $1.09 a pound or something like that.
It was cheaper, and the more you bought, the less you paid. So that was nice.
Yeah, we get over 50 pounds, and then or 25 pounds.
25 pounds, and then it was like a
89 cents or something like that a pound, which was great.
So, but in the beginning, I had a lot of stuff, and like when you don't know what you're looking for, you think everything is great, And then, we had an entire room that was like
just
stacked
full of stuff. And we just spent so much time just organizing the death pile instead of, doing it.
Right. Doing the thing. Right. That's the hard part is the selling.
Right. And so what you did, and I would come home for lunch and Giovanna would have reselling videos on. There was Common Tags, the girl in Washington, and then the Jack and Ryan.
Becky Parks, Washington.
No, the other one. I can't remember. She doesn't do videos anymore. Yeah. And then like Mogi Beth and a lot of the other ones who are, staples. You did very good at not following and trying to chase popular videos. Yeah. So my point is that you learn things from those videos. Yeah, so what I know from Courtney, a lot of things you learned that were really helpful.
I would just listen to the videos all day because Nate was at work, so I could be at home And I didn't have any distractions. It was just me and Hobbs, and I could just listen to the videos and just like bang out a whole bunch of items.
And you would always tell me, and I didn't get it.
Yeah,
30 items, 35 items, or whatever it was.
About however many I listened.
I know, and I'm like,
awesome.
Yeah, I hope I was supportive.
You were.
I know I wasn't like, I know I'm supportive anyway, but I mean, like, oh, let me help you do this and do that. But I was just so exhausted mentally by the end of the day.
Okay.
It was hard. I know,
but team.
Yeah. So that's the challenge. That was easy. You know, when you don't work together and you just see each other maybe in the morning, maybe at lunchtime, and then 3 hours at night, and then you go to bed.
Yeah.
So I mean, we all face that challenge when we have relationships.
Kind of a lame setup, right? But yes, that's how it works.
So
I would just do that all day long, and once I kind of get in the zone, I would organize the death pile. So I would put all like items together, because that's the best system for me is to do like
pants,
all of like items, do them all. Yes.
Hats, or
I would do like dresses,
miscellaneous,
shorts, jeans.
Yeah. And so we would have like a bin of jeans, bin of shoes, these things in the death pile room.
Right.
And not everybody has an extra room.
Right.
So like if you're a young reseller and you live with your parents, which is fine.
Like a death closet or a death pile over here.
If I could live with my parents, I would. She knows. So it
happens as a reseller.
Yeah. And your room will get full of stuff, and you'll be like, where's this? Where's that?
And then you go through it again, and you're like, oh, damn, this is cool stuff. I need to get this listed. So, just do, it's like a whole new thrift haul.
And it's just,
forgotten everything.
Everybody says it, and it's cliche, and it's dumb, but it's like, you just need to do a little bit at a time.
One thing at a time.
My brain is like, I know that, because I can tell you that, and I can tell you that.
And it makes sense. You're like, of course, do it.
I'm like, and then when I did the other day, I did 25 one day, and I did 50 the next day. These are just pictures. I did the next
drafts,
day, making drafts in eBay.
Want to sit here with me?
But it's not a normal thing. I don't just sit down and do it.
Hard.
But watching you do it, though, and that you have a notebook and you take the measurements and you take the pictures first of the items. You don't use you didn't at first use the app.
I don't use the app now.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't. Okay.
I just photo in my phone.
All right. Photos the pictures. That's what she does. So she'll get pull out the rolling rack with the dresses and coats and stuff, and then you'll
photo everything
that you can. Yeah, as many as you can before you get photo fatigue. Yeah.
But I'll do all the same thing. So I'll do
it makes
all
it
of
so
the
much faster.
So then I just go dress,
right,
tag,
It's more efficient.
It feels more efficient.
Yeah.
So you don't
instead
just
of doing a hat, a belt, a
dress,
tape recorder, a t-shirt, and then some random antique. Those five items, if I did that, 5 items, I have to research them.
Yeah.
I got to find the price. I got to do the description, make sure the pictures are good, all those things, which is, that's a normal listing.
Obviously, yeah.
But the research part is going to take me a while because I'm bouncing.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So you told me, you said just do, we talked about like, okay, so I have items that I sell on eBay at first, and then Giovanna had her items that she'd sell on Poshmark. So I would have the pile of, like, I started with accessories, right? So I had like old stuff, older like electronics, miscellaneous stuff that interested me when I would go. Cameras, gadgets, different things that we would find. Oh my gosh, we found so many cameras. That was so cool. I remember that when we found a bunch of cameras and they were worth a ton of money. I didn't know, and they were sitting in the bottom drawer of that rolly cabinet for
a while,
over a year, because I got them when I wasn't reselling.
Yeah.
And then when I started reselling, with you, when I quit my job, and then I had that drawer and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I pictured one of them. I'm like, oh shit, this one's worth $150.
Done.
Gotta get that listed.
Get it listed, yeah.
So that helped me was to do,
like items.
Yeah, like items. So and what I've tried to do is you do like 5 of one, and then hats are super easy. So I do like 10 hats, and then do something, all the purses, bags, things that we have. So that's made it much, much easier for me instead of bouncing. And I remember at first, I quit my job in beginning of 22. I quit my job and then we decided I'm going to work with you and we're going to make it happen. And was that scary to you? I don't remember if I asked you.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because we were doing okay.
Yeah.
You had the makeup, and then it was like
makeup was going well.
I think you said to me you could have, like 3 years ago, before I got that job, I could have done this with you
already.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
It took a while.
I wasn't ready
to accept that there are non-traditional
ways to make money.
Yeah, you don't have to have a 9 to 5.
I still have a hard time adjusting because when you're I'm 50, so 51. And so, you know, when you turn 20, you find a few jobs.
Yeah,
but then that's it. I didn't go to college.
Yeah,
I had
get a job.
Kids, bills, stupid shit that I had to pay for. So I just worked.
Yeah,
and I would stick with the job. And like everybody says, you know, you get a good job, parents are proud. Oh, you're working. That's all they care about.
Good job. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like always on my mind about, you know, anyway, my point is, indoctrinated into that system of 8 to 5. You have to have a boss telling you what to do.
Right.
And to break out of that, it's still been like 22. So we're almost at 4 years that I've been doing this. And I still have so much room to improve. Meaning like, you know, not that I'm a blank canvas, but that breaking that pattern, there's like with everything, you know, there's patterns that the trauma, it is trauma of some sort when you have a job that you've worked at for a long, long time, or just being employed with, you know, by assholes for a long, long time.
It's scary to
quit. Yes. The security,
comfort, even though you don't like it and you're not happy and it's not fulfilling and your soul is dying.
Right.
But you know what to expect.
Right.
So the unknown is the scary part.
Knowing what to expect, I think that made me feel better.
If we both had like left our jobs at the exact same time with no experience, that would have obviously, we would have failed.
Yeah, it would have not worked out well.
But we're lucky.
Right. Well, I liked what I was doing at the time when you quit your job at the FPD.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'll just stick doing this. And then I had all my back stuff. So that was what got it in the way. Right. So anyway, back to the death files. And let's see, what else can we...
So it happens.
Oh,
so
yes.
When we get too much stuff, which still happens now.
Right.
I go through and organize everything by type. So we have an IKEA bag that's full of pants and shorts and bottoms, and then we have an IKEA bag that's full of t-shirts, and then we have an IKEA bag that's full of swimsuits and bras and, you know, swim covers and those types of things. And then I'll just grab one and I will get all of that shit listed.
Yep. So how many do you set out for a goal, or do you just like...
I just do as many as I can. I think like in the beginning, I would try to do like 10 a day.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I just worked up to like, you know, more and more and more. And then I realized I don't have to do 10 a day. I can do, you know, 30 one day. And
well, there was a point in
reschedule my life or whatever.
17, 18, one of those, like a year in, and the room was full, and it was like, oh my gosh. And you would watch the videos on death piles to break whatever was going on in your head. Yeah. You know, like the mentality of not your head, but you know, you get this, this mentality of, oh my gosh. And we all face it, because if you resell and you source heavy, you will run into this.
Sure.
You know,
even if you source light, like we're not super sourcers like I used to be in the very beginning.
Right.
Like we're much more intentional, but still.
Right. And then you would tell me that
rack of stuff.
People would go buy stuff, go home, list it, and then when they wouldn't go buy anything. Yeah, the same day.
Yeah.
That boggles my mind. And I know people still do it, because like if you get caught up, which
I think Chris does that.
Getting caught up scares me for some reason, you know, because I like to know that I have stuff that we can list.
It's nice to know, sure. Yeah. And I think...
Because if you just threw everything out there and then...
You have nothing.
Yeah, what are you going to do then? Yeah, panic sets in.
There's stuff everywhere.
I know, right.
So it's not like there's ever going to be a shortage
of used stuff, right, to find and to clean. But I
think how Chris does it is he goes out that day and gets everything listed, and then if he's not done with listing, he doesn't source the next day. So like he gets it all listed before he goes sourcing. Yeah, I mean it works for them. Ideally, yeah. Yep. He's better at time management too. Yeah, time management. Challenge. I'm awful at it. You know, like working for myself, staying motivated. Yeah. I think it's only been like in the last month or so that I haven't looked for jobs. Yeah. You know, so I still do it. You know what I mean? I still do it. So that's normal. It's normal to be scared, even though we're able to pay our bills. Right. You know, like it's not all on eBay. It's not all on Poshmark, and it's not all with Giovanna's makeup. So we have like, you know, a third, kind of like third is eBay, third is Posh, third is makeup, right? Or, you know, other miscellaneous things that we would sell, or you know, whatever that might be. But it all works together, and like we work together well, right? And what's the key to being successful? I mean, that's especially when we're, you know, it could be really easy to get distracted with each other. Yeah, you know, like Nate do this, and like, you know what I mean, like, I think the key is challenges, listing. Like you just have to do it. That's what I was going for. Like every day you have to list something. If it's 3, fine. If it's 50, awesome. Right. But every day something. Do something on the app. Yes. Not just changing prices or ending and relisting. Send out offers. Yeah. Always send out offers. Even if you never get a reply,
it costs nothing to send offers.
Right.
You click a button and then the offers go out.
Yeah.
Or you can send coupons from your store if you have an eBay store. And that's just, and then you just blanket everybody. It's like just numbers. It's a numbers thing.
Yeah, it's just numbers.
And we've talked about that once before. And how many people are on this country or on the planet that can shop on eBay and get that stuff from deals? There are, a billion or so?
Yeah.
So that's enough for all of us. You guys know that, right? A billion is a lot of people.
There's enough for everybody.
So don't fret if you haven't sold anything. Don't give up. You just
have to start.
Yep. Don't give up. And then, there's a podcast that I used to listen to. It was Mindset Mentor. And the guy started by himself doing a podcast. And he said at first it sucked. Yeah. No one listened. No watchers. He was, it was not clean. It was not
and
great.
He would do it every
but he was like,
day.
Every day. He said, I'll do something. I'll do some, I'll do the short, and it's short, like half hour. He talks about his sales career and what worked for him, things like that.
Yeah.
But then he ended up, in a year or two, it's like plateaued for a while. And then all of a sudden it spiked because the consistency.
Yeah, you just have to keep
took
doing
off.
it.
And I know this is the comparison to us and you, resellers.
You just have to do it.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
It is hard.
A lot of reseller videos look very flashy.
Yeah.
And
like everything is good and green.
$1 million tomorrow.
Yeah. And look, I took a big risk on this storage unit and look what we found. And,
I only sell $300 items.
Right, yeah. Like, I bought this pallet for $2,800. Did I lose anything?
Yeah.
It's like
sold it for $1 million. So that's very rare.
Yeah. And
reselling is hard.
Not easy.
It's just hard.
It's hard.
It's tedious.
Tedious. Takes time. There's a lot of disappointment, a lot of highs and lows. It's a
big learning curve.
And I'm not going to use the word hustle, but consistency is a better word. Yeah, consistency is a better word.
And you just have to do it.
Right.
I know that it's hard, and for some reason, my brain is okay with that. Like, I will just do it. I know that I don't want to go back to
working for someone
else. I don't want to work for someone ever again.
And I don't want to have to be away from each other. Right.
Yeah. You think about that too, like about how when Nate gets interested in looking for other jobs, I just remind him like a traditional job is like $300 a day or something. Maybe not even that. Maybe like $150 a day.
So I'm miserable all day. I come home, and then I come home and I'm cranky because of the shitty job I had. Because
you go to sleep, and
then I go to sleep, and then we do it again.
How is that fun for anyone?
No, it's not fun. You have to,
it's awful.
Everyone knows that. Like when you're getting that, if you care about it, there's a lot of people that can just do it. Sure. And then 50 years and gone, retired, die. That's it.
And that's okay for some people.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. But if you think like there's something else.
You don't work to die.
I don't have to, we're not on this planet to make someone else rich, right? Right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's not how it goes. And
you shouldn't just work to just be content. Like you should be able to work to suit your life, not the other way around.
Right. And not everybody can do this. Sure. And there's people out there that, like they can't quit their job. They barely have anything.
Kids. We don't have those kind of responsibilities. Right. Like we don't have a lot. We're lucky in lots of ways.
Right.
We like each other enough that we can work together and not have
a lot of it's intentional though. We intentionally, with intention, not intentionally, but like loving each other with intent, with active loving, active, everything we do is like intentional to get it to where it needs to go.
It's not just luck.
Yeah, right.
Like it didn't just
some
wake
things,
up.
and there are, everybody's experienced that. Like you don't call it luck, but like something, finally work. You work hard, work hard, and then finally have something. Yeah, something works out for you. Like us moving here, like who can just sell their house?
Who would have thunk it?
In a month, and then move down to Las Vegas from Oregon after we both been there our whole lives.
Right.
And then here we are a year in, and it's still a challenge, but I like it because it is challenging and it's not the same thing every day.
And it pushes
it really
us.
is. It pushes us. Yeah. You have to.
Work.
And we see your checking account when you have to buy, you pay the electric, water, all those other things. This really can be stressful.
Yeah.
So how do you think that we manage to work together and not kill each other? I think that would be a challenge for some couples.
I think for a lot of people,
if they don't like each
it
other.
would be a challenge.
Yeah.
I think that's it. It's like a lot of people, because you've worked apart for so long, or like you're both at 9 to 5s or whatever, and you only see each other 5 hours a day.
Right. You don't get so annoyed with them.
Yeah, it's easy to be comfortable. And then I think we're lucky because we actually like to spend time with each other. Like
even working,
like just together is where we want to be. And I don't think a lot of relationships have that because, you know, everyone's stressed and they're stuck and, you know, they have all of these other things that are going on.
But it's not easy. Like, you know, we've been together for 15 years.
Yeah, it's still hard.
We got together at low points in both of our lives. Yeah. And so we had to, you know, we went through some shit. Like any good relationship, and you stick with it and stay together.
And you're committed and you build on that relationship and you work to be friends.
And so
you work to communicate.
Yes. We've only been doing this for 4 years, working together. But we do normally spend every minute with each other. And that we love it. So I don't need to go.
I don't want to do anything.
I don't want to do anything else. Yeah, I like being with you. If I want to do something else, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's unique. I love you.
I love you. Yeah. I think we're lucky that we get along so well, and it's for all of the reasons that we've had, like, previously bad relationships and all of the other shit that's gone on in our lives, and
I mean, we've gone through some shit, like together. My back, your health,
all of the things,
the jobs, and it, you know, sticking through. And I know this isn't a marriage video or a relationship video, but
that's important.
It's a challenge. You know, when you do work together from home and you have to be your own boss, which I've never been my own boss. I wish I would have known about this. Somebody would told me in high school, hey, you know, you can resell things and make money. There were kids in school, you know, stereos. You'd get a new stereo for your truck, so you'd sell the stereo, or you know, you'd. I remember kids running around, you know, selling things, and it never dawned on me that was an option, because, I mean, I'm the youngest in the family. I'm always like, have my hand out. You know, help me. I have 2 older sisters, a mother, you know, 2 sets of parents, you know, people doting. So it's like,
you're a baby.
Yeah, I am a baby. So like, it's baby Nate. And it's not done. I'm not done. Nobody should be done. Don't ever think that you're done with things. But like, when working to whatever's next, and I'm not talking about appliance selling or working up to storage unit selling. But you know what I mean? Like, it's more about what, you know, what's here and this. You know, like, it's not about moving, you know, we'll just keep going what we're doing. This opportunity came and we didn't force it.
Right.
So whatever's next will happen next.
Right.
You know, it's just about trusting the process. But you can't just sit around on the couch watching Netflix.
Ready. Yeah, you have to be ready for the process.
Yeah. And I know I am guilty. I never thought that it would happen to me. When we got here, it was hard. It was hard to do. I was worried, stressed, and I just get paralyzed. I know I have stuff I need to do. I know there's still things in the garage I haven't even opened since we've been here. You know,
but that happens.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I know. I'm saying, like, those are the challenges that everyone faces in life. Yeah. You so when you feel that urge to sit and do nothing, you have to remember what's important. You know, and we're human. You know, we don't. Our brains are weird and get on tangents, and we, you know, like, we get mad about something and go, why the hell was I just mad about that? It doesn't make any sense. But
so it's helpful to be able to communicate that. I probably dog drool on my face now. Communicate that to your partner or to yourself or to a friend or someone to say, hey, I'm really struggling. Like, I don't know what to do. And Lisa told me once, like, when I was going through really bad depression, she's like, you just have to get up and do the next thing.
Yes. Yep.
So what's the next thing?
What's the next thing? Yep. Joanna tells me that.
You get up and brush your teeth and then go back to bed. Fine. Yep. But like, usually you get up and do one thing and then you're like, okay, I've done that one thing. I can do another thing.
Right.
And then you do another thing, and then hopefully that snowballs into some progress. Into stuff,
right? So and I know there's a lot of young people who are resellers, and you know,
it seems flashy.
It seems flashy all the
and fun, but it's hard work.
It is hard, and it's, you know, it's don't give up. I mean, this is what you want to do. I'm not telling anybody to quit your job. No. Don't do anything drastic. But I mean, the point is that it's, you know, things will work out. Yeah, it's doable.
Like, it's totally doable. I see on the Facebook groups that I'm in, people are always like, how did you leave your job? Can you really sell and like have a full-time income and like take care of all of your stuff? Yep. And
I would have thought that when I quit my job, that after all the time, that I would have been ecstatic. And I think it probably was in the first couple months. Yeah. And then the realization and the adjusting. Yeah. And for some reason, and I don't know if I didn't push myself enough, but it was hard for.
I think it's just a mental block.
Yeah, like, but you
told
helped
all the
me
time.
And have helped me without being naggy or a boss.
I think that's also like another factor.
Like, we talk.
With your spouse.
Yeah. She can't be my boss.
Right.
She can't be my manager. She can't motivate me. That's not her role. I'm never going to put her in the position where she thinks she has to be my boss or my mother or one of those things. So resentment, and that we talk about that
Often.
All the time. Because if you think about your friends, your family, your parents, you know, I'm from a long line of divorced people, and relationships are hard.
Yeah.
You know, and we like companionship. We all do as people, most people.
Yeah.
And,
pack animals.
you know, and then, yeah, it's difficult, but it's worth it. You know, when anything that's hard is going to be worth it for the
only way through is
people out there. Yep. Yeah.
Whatever that saying is.
Yep. So,
you have other questions?
Me?
Did I even answer any? Of the questions?
No, we covered it. We wanted to talk about working together, what that's like.
Death piles.
Yep, death piles.
So when you start reselling, like there's a lot of, you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, totally mistakes,
fine. Yep. That happens, you're going to learn. That's the only way to learn. Yep. People will tell you, don't buy this, don't buy this, don't forget to do this. You're going to forget all of that, and you're going to buy the wrong stuff.
Right.
And you're going to sell something for too cheap.
Too cheap.
And then you're going to
list something for too high.
Shipping.
Yeah,
and then
shipping you'll eat up all your profit.
Yeah,
it happens. I mean, you have to learn, and that's the mistake. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not sell for a day. It's okay to struggle, to go, oh my gosh, it's been, you know, I've only been selling like 2 or 3 things. It's like, but just keep listing.
Yeah, that's
what we tell each other. It's like, if things are slow and
it's volume.
I had a boss way back when, for you people out there in the 1900s, that told me activity breeds activity. And I hated when he told me that, but it was true. We would be sitting around and like no customers were coming in, and he'd be like, go do something. Activity breeds activity. And I know that, I mean, it's true. And as long as I've tried to fight it, it is true. Like if I start listing and doing things, then all of a sudden there's a sale. Or
like if you go into a
my
store,
brain, you know,
you go into like a coffee shop and there's no one there, and you go in, and then all of a sudden
everybody shows up.
Come in.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of energy. It's like once you start doing something, other things will happen.
Right. Yep.
But if you're stagnant,
you're going to struggle. And you know, I heard a reseller once say, it's, you know, eBay is not like it used to be, or reselling is not like it used to be, because you can't just list an item and then walk away and then just know, you know, it's not like we have a warehouse full of CDs, you know, that somebody eventually will want it. Yeah. You know, that's not our market. So, you know,
and also to that, like, we're not super niche sellers. There are some people who will only sell one thing.
Yeah.
Only CDs, only media, only band tees, only antiques,
only shoes.
Only shoes.
Yep.
We sell kind of a little bit of everything, just because that's
like an everything store. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that have
variety, and it makes it so it's not so boring doing the same thing over and over again. And then it's just also what you have access to.
Right.
And sometimes we have access to more gadgets and stuff, then we have access to shoes, then we have access
so now we have access to different things being here. It's different. Different things. Like in Oregon, we would find like that.
Adapt.
Yeah, I guess it was easy. You know, it's like low hanging fruit, because there's Columbia, Adidas, Under Armour, Nike, all right there in Portland. And everybody's buying that stuff, and they're all donating it. So we would find all those items. But
so much.
That's everybody's looking for. Under Armour, Nike, I mean, Lulu, you know, that's the brands that everyone knows about. But what about the brands that nobody knows about?
People don't know about.
We'll save that for another video. Okay. The next video, we'll talk about
what we did and what we do now.
Things that we avoid completely, you know, mistakes we've made. So if you want to hear about that, that'll be on the next video. So thank you for listening to us ramble.
Yeah.
I know I ramble a lot.
If you have questions, or if you have comments, like other struggles, just any nice
questions, or an example of, you know, what worked for you, how you got out of your experience, you know, and
do you have a death pile?
Everybody goes through it as a reseller. There's going to be a death pile,
up and down all the time.
Doubting yourself, all those things, and that's why, like, I would try at the beginning, and I will get back to that. Listening to positive things,
that really helps.
You know, it's just having positive stuff around.
Right.
And I don't mean Jesus music, you know, obviously.
No, just like something that teaches you.
Yeah, even if it's just people talking, you know, about reselling, or what sold Saturdays, or, you know, the haul that they found, or what, you know, ship with me, those videos.
That's where I learned all of the brands.
From McThrifty was the other one that her, Courtney, and the Jack and Ryan were always on, or the one from Washington, El Ducho. Yeah. So those 4, and
constant rotation.
And those are like the 4 that I liked.
Those are friends.
Yeah, they were like, it was okay, like in the background. At first, though, I had a hard time listening. Anyway, that's another. Our video's done.
Okay. We'll put our source down
for watching.
below.
Yep. Check us out.
If you have questions or comments, you're in Vegas, you want to thrift or whatever.
Yeah. We have questions, comments, whatever.
Yeah, maybe other people have like, what did you do in this situation or whatever.
Yeah. How did you respond to this challenge? Because you name it, we've gone through it. So
I've seen it.
And we've overcome it or it was a challenge, knocked us on our asses, but
figured it out someday.
Yep. So anyway, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.